Friends and family have gathered in Gqeberha in the Eastern Cape for the funeral of Zenizole Vena. The 15-year-old girl died at a police station after allegedly being turned away from the Motherwell clinic where she was seeking medical assistance. She was allegedly held hostage and gang raped but managed to escape. Now our reporter Siphosethu Booi has more. All right, Siphosethu, good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. You attended the funeral this morning. It's a very tragic incident that has come out. What were the sentiments of this young 15-year-old girl who clearly had a very bright future ahead of her?
It has been a long morning and day in Newzroom Afrika, rather, and it was a sad day. And I think, and I do believe that from the moment I walked into the family home, seeing the residents come out in their numbers in support of the Vena and the Falcon family. There were cars, there were school children who went to the same school as Zenizole, who were standing outside the street as well as in the family home. And it has been a moment and a day of, I think, reflection mostly to everyone of how gender-based violence is a huge issue in this particular area. And also in South Africa, we saw the family of Zenizole and also her school peers as well as her friends saying the same thing about her, including the adults of the community, saying she was a sweet girl who loved to laugh dearly, and her uncle also spoke about how she had big dreams and good and brilliant plans for her future of wanting to become a scientist one day. So Zenizole, everybody in her community spoke about her as a child who loved her schoolwork and was very good at school.
Well, a very tragic end to seemingly a very beautiful life of a young girl. Do we have any idea, Siphosethu, as to whether the perpetrators of this horrific incident are known or would be apprehended anytime soon?
Zenizole's uncle, Dumisani, spoke to us yesterday, Gqeberha, and he did make mention of the fact that the perpetrators are known in the area of Motherwell, and all four of them are still roaming around in the streets, as it is believed that the three are also underage, as the one who is overage is amongst the kids, or rather the children that are still roaming around in the area of Motherwell. And of course, the councillor of that particular ward, Lunga, did mention the fact that they are asking for the community to be calm and not to take the law into their own hands, as they understand the frustration of the residents of Motherwell and wanting justice for Zenizole. But like her name says, Zenizole, meaning they must be calm. They are asking for that particular calm. And also the police visited Zenizole's home yesterday, and they did make mention of the fact that they'll be back in the family home with reports within 7 days. So not much was said about the case and the funeral. However, the promise was made yesterday to the family that they will be back after 7 days with a proper report in terms of the developments of this particular case.
And of course, those developments would include the Motherwell clinic that Zenizole went to and unfortunately was not able to receive any assistance from.
That is correct, Gqeberha, and the uncle also did make mention of the fact that he wasn't sure, but the community was also speaking about the fact that that particular clinic has been closed, and it was closed, as also the forum chairperson, which we spoke to yesterday, did mention the fact that they closed down, they shut the clinic down a couple of days ago, but they decided as a forum to reopen the clinic because the majority of the residents that live in and around that particular area, Motherwell N11, are adults. There are elderly people who need to go to the clinic to receive medical treatment. There has been nurses that have been going to work. However, the nurses are afraid of their safety as far as the rage that has been coming towards them from the community of Motherwell N11.
All right. Thank you so much for that update. That is our reporter Siphosethu Booi out in Gqeberha, where the funeral service of Zenizole Vena took place this morning.